So this video is going to be all about why I'm choosing to do a natural home birth. I really want to have a peaceful, calm atmosphere around me when I'm giving birth. You know, in the hospital, there's bright lights. You never know who's going to walk through the door. Is everyone coming in and out? I just really want to put myself in this zone where I'm not distracted by people and everything around me. I want it to just be calm, very slow pace. No one rushing me, no one having to check my vitals every 5 minutes, and I don't want all these IVs in my veins. The idea of being at home, there's familiarity, and it's just more comfortable to be at home. I can go from, room to room. When I was in labor with my daughter, they had a rocking chair in the delivery room, and I found it more comfortable for me to sit back in the rocking chair and just rock through my contractions rather than laying down on my back and being confined to the bed. So in the beginning, I, sat in the rocking chair. They let me do it for like an hour, and then they're like, okay, you have to get in the bed now because we have to check you. I can't remember everything that they were doing with me at the time, but they basically were saying like, for us to do our job, you need to be in the bed. I just wish I had more assertiveness and just even awareness of what my rights were and what I wanted for myself. Oh, sorry, I had an eyelash in my eye. Every hospital is different. You might have had a different experience where you were able to just kind of move around the delivery room without anyone really interrupting you, but that was just not the case with the hospital that I was at. It was just very difficult for me to put myself in a peaceful mind frame. I say all that to say that being at home, I just know that it'll be a way better experience for me as far as my level of peace, not worrying about who's coming in and out of the room. Everyone who's there is going to be there, and I'm familiar with your energy. I know who you are. I know your intentions. Everyone's on the same page, and we're also going to have one of those birthing pools, so I'll be able to get in the pool and relax that way as well. Number 2, I want to have full control over my body. When you get an epidural, your lower half of your body is numb. So when it comes to pushing, you really don't know what you're doing. You're just hoping for the best, but you don't really get to feel the motions of your body and what your body is telling you. They say, oh, wait till your next contraction to push. Well, I didn't even know when I was contracting because I was numb. They were having to tell me when to push, but that says something there. They just kept telling me to push. Act like you're going number 2, just push. And so I'm doing that. So it's more like I'm putting on a performance for these people rather than just listening to my body, like I said, and helping her come out on her own. So there was that lack of mind and body connection. You really don't have a connection to your body when you have an epidural. So now this time around, when I go natural, I'll be able to really feel my body, know what's going on, which I just believe is better for my body and better for my baby. During my daughter's delivery, I tore really bad too. And I know for a fact it was because these people were telling me to push when it really wasn't time for me to push. There's just too much pushing. And she popped out. They even told me, they were like, whoa, like you just pushed her right on out. Normally we have to like maneuver the head and like get the body out, but she just slid right out. I'm like, yeah, if I pushed any harder, like my whole insides would have came out. I can take direction. Like if you tell me, bear down, do this, act like you're taking a number 2 and push, like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna listen. I'm listening to you. I wish I would have ignored them and just took it easy. Yeah, I tore bad, and the recovery was hell. And I know all the fluids and medications that they pump into your IV that go into your bloodstream, it has to be going into the baby as well. So that just can't be the best thing for the baby, So that's another reason why I want full control over my body. No IVs, no epidural, just a calm mind and listening to my body. So my third reason for wanting a natural home birth is to have more mobility. Being able to walk around the house while I'm in labor, not having someone, telling me I have to lay on my back, or, oh, they gotta check me. Okay, I'm starting to get a little uncomfortable in here. Number 4, I'll have way more freedom to do what I want, when I want. No one telling me I can't eat. I don't want ice chips, okay? If I feel like I need something in my system, I should be able to walk to my kitchen or have someone go to the kitchen for me, grab some food, and let me eat it. I can blast music if I want. I can play whatever I want without, you know, someone being like, turn that down, we can't communicate with you. Again, when I had my daughter, I remember they took her away to give her her bath. And I was looking like, okay, this is normal. Again, looking back on it, there was just so much going on that I just was like, okay, you know, this must be normal, whatever. Just going with the flow. I'm just getting like angry even thinking about it, because like you don't know if they are bumping your child's head or like the person who's, you know, around your child. You don't know what their energy is like. You don't know like what their intentions are and just what thoughts they're having. All of this plays a role in the energy. That's just not the ideal environment I want to bring my child into. And my last reason for wanting a natural home birth is to get the full experience. So I talked about this earlier, losing your connection to your body when you have an epidural, because you can't feel your body. It's a very intimate, personal experience that I want for myself. I feel like I'll be at the peak of my womanhood to be able to say that I had my child naturally. I believe I'll be able to meet myself in a different light and to be able to see myself doing something that I never thought I could actually do. It's a very personal triumph, I guess you could say, for me. And I just know it's such an empowering experience to be able to say, I conquered my pain, I conquered my fears, I conquered my body. Just being able to tap into this mindset and being able to control your own body, I just know it's going to be an experience that the hospital just would never be able to give me. So those are the reasons why I'm choosing a natural home birth. I'm probably going to make a video explaining in depth of my goal for my home birth, what I want, the things I want to listen to, the people I want in the room with me, just my overall plan for my labor and delivery at home. If you are planning on having a natural birth, this is not something that you just on the whim just choose to do. You really have to do your work. It takes mental strengthening and conditioning. It's not one of those things where you're just like, oh, I think I might go natural. Like, I don't know, we'll see when we get there. No, it's not one of those things that you just see when you get there. It's one of those things that you need to, I know there's like dust flying everywhere. It's one of those things that you really need to prepare yourself for, especially if you have people around you who are putting negative thoughts into your mind and you know, making you think that it's not possible or making you think you're crazy for wanting it. Definitely have a conversation and say, listen, this is something that I really want to do and I don't appreciate the negativity. So if you're going to continue telling me reasons why I shouldn't do what I'm doing, then we need to not talk about this anymore. Let's talk about something else, okay? So yeah, you're gonna have to have those talks with the people that are not supporting you, because you need that support. I didn't have that support when I was giving birth to my daughter. You know, I had an idea that I wanted a natural birth, but I didn't have someone saying, yes, you can do it. Everyone who I spoke to about it told me pretty much that I was crazy. They're like, why would you put yourself through that? Why would you want to, you know, feel all of that? I allowed that to get to me, and I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I convinced myself that I didn't really care either way it went, and I ended up getting the epidural, losing that connection. So you're gonna have to do the work if you don't have a support system around you. I know there's different like groups you can join on Facebook, and if you could just find one person who's gonna be there to support you and help you get through it, you can do it. You're gonna have to eat more healthy, get all your vitamins and your nutrients. That will help prepare your body as well. And there's different teas to drink to tone your uterus that help you during your labor and delivery, as well as your healing process. So I hope you found this video helpful. And if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.